here we are, we're out and about again for Alpha Strikes We Play, and today we're going to Stratagem, which is a gaming store in Warwick in Perth, north of the river. We're going to meet up with Matt. He's been promoting Dark Age quite a bit, so we just wanted to see what he's been up to. We had a great time at his place the other day, but there's going to be some new players, so we're going to check it out and see what he's been up to.
Well, life is a crazy way of turning everything upside down. So move with the time that you have, the world will keep spinning round. Don't wait for tomorrow, live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
Well, we're here at Stratagem. Adam from Alpha Strike, just showing off the two-player starter that I painted up and left here for people to try out for Dark Age. Should have said that. Yeah, so if you can't hit up any of us or can't find time to meet any of us for any of the demos, there's one set up here that anyone can try anytime. I've painted them all. Everything looks nice. So yeah, please come down and have a game of it.
So it's all there, quick start rules,
Yep.
so just come and have a look. It's worth it.
We're at Stratagem in Dugdale, playing Dark Age for a demo day. And here with Mark Lester, who's the owner and operator of Stratagem.
It's a pleasure to have you guys here. I mean, we've got quite a big space now with the expansion at the end of last year, so for tabletop gaming. So yeah, we're happy to run demos for any games really. We want to sort of try to promote the tabletop aspect of Stratagem. We have lots of Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic and card game players here, and we have lots of space for that as well. But
Quite a lot of X-Wing.
X-Wing's big here as well. But because we've got so much more space now, we want to try to promote those tabletop games.
Just finishing up a league in the DC Marvel miniature game by Night Models.
Yep.
We got the finals coming up on the 25th.
25th of August.
Of August.
Yep.
And
So that's the finals, but also a demo day as well.
yeah. So, and I'm in the final. So yeah, there'll be the semi-finals and the finals, and there'll be tables of demos running as well. So we've got lots of beautiful painted miniatures that people can play with, especially if you love superheroes and all the mythology. It's basically just all the big hitters smacking down on each other. So yeah, we had. So Mark won his last game that I saw by, it was.
A couple of points.
Yeah, I think it was 1 point in the end.
It's a really good game, that one. I like it a lot. But part of the reason, I think, because I only play really two tabletop games, X-Wing and that DC Miniatures game. And the big part for me for both of those games is the community.
Yeah.
Both of those groups are excellent. They're just really good people to play with and fun gamers, and yeah, it's really awesome.
Not a lot of ego getting into it, so it's good. And we coach each other as we're playing rather than trying to take advantage of loopholes.
Yeah.
So I've got models in the cabinet that people are welcome to use for DC, and I'm sure if you ask Mark, he can ask the rest of the community, and we'd be happy to play games with you one evening. So,
Well, all the people that have donated like display models have said that anyone who wants to use them is welcome to. So yeah, that's really cool.
and another thing we're planning to do in the future here, hopefully the next month, is I'll be running a painting sort of workshop, showing people how I paint my models and hopefully trying to pass on some of what I've managed to do.
I've actually told a few people that that's going to happen already, and there's already a few people excited about it. So yeah, man, I think you're going to have a few people pretty keen to. All of our events are on our Facebook page, though. If you just click the banner, it actually brings up our weekly schedule, and in the events tab, you can see all of our sort of bigger events and all our monthlies and stuff like that.
And the Facebook page, Stratagem Cards and Games.
Yeah, Stratagem Cards and Games.
Yeah. It'd be good to see you down here at some point, basically. So
We're having a look through all the models that were here, and we came across this one, and the fire effect and everything, lava is, I don't know, I can't actually get the effect. I've tried and tried and tried. Yours came out really good. How did you actually do it?
with luck, I think.
Oh, was it? Okay. Well, thanks. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's what we
so
do. Thanks,
bright
like
yellow
magic.
paint,
We get it.
bright yellow paint, orange wash over it, which I let dry for 10, 15 seconds, and then ran water over it, so that all the deeper bits stayed yellow. Then did a dry brush type effect with orange, dry brush with a bit of red, and then a heavy brush of black for where all the lava's solidifying on the outside.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
So,
Okay.
sorry, grey and then a light brush of black on the outside.
So grey first.
Yeah.
Okay.
because I didn't want it all to be dark black. Yeah.
Everyone has their way
First
of doing
decent fire thing I'm happy that I've done, really. So, as I said, a bit of a luck, I think, rather than anything else.
And you were talking about what were the other ones you were
The
working
embers.
on? The embers?
So every time this guy kills someone with his melee attacks, embers spawn out, like fire things just spawn out of their bodies, which are the embers. And yeah, they're a very interesting model. Corpse on the ground with this fire thing spurting out of it. So I've done one of them. I'm going to do a little bit more to see if I can get it to my liking. But yeah, I'm very happy with how he turned out.
It's very
Especially
cool.
the lava on the ground was better than I expected.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. We found another one that we want to actually have a look at. So tell us about this one, Matt.
Yeah, so this is the first one I got from Alpha Strike, the Scorpius for St. Johann. It's this big 200-point model. It's a bit of a nasty one. It regenerates. It does a whole lot of toxic and other things. We've only fielded it once in a game. It did quite well. But, we actually had people at Supernova have a look at this model, and then they went and bought the Scorpius box.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, yeah. From just an aesthetics point of view, it's actually a very interesting model.
Yeah, an armour-plated, literally metal armour-plated
Metal
Scorpion.
armor-plated Scorpion, yeah.
So-
Everyone should have one.
Yeah.
I could find many uses for one, I'm sure.
So especially seeing it's bigger than, well, most things on the board. So
Yeah, it's very, very cool. I
that was the first.
think in the store, I just had a brief look in the book or whatever. He ended off just wandering off into the desert doing his own thing. He's not really looking after him anymore.
No,
He's
so
just-
Johann sort of abandoned him when he started the Cult of Metamorphosis, but now in the lore, John Woe, the new Scorpion, has sort of realised that he can control the Scorpius. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's things go. There's a power shift among the forces of the heretic now that Johann has sort of become a Skarrd. So,
I suppose, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But Johann can still be played as St. Johann, but in the lore, he's now Father Johann.
Okay.
I always take super glue whenever I transport the models, just in case something comes off or something breaks.
So do the arms fall off?
The cherub's wings come off all the time. Probably a millimetre of metal holding the little socket on the wings. The odd magnet comes off the bottom of some of the models. So I always have super glue with me just in case. I think that's it. And St. Luke's spear always snaps off. And Pillay actually tested that theory when she knocked him off the table last time. Which you can see in the last video as I'm giving the thumbs up after I've glued it back on.
So how's your challenge going?
I've got 10 I've got to finish, and they're all started. So their hair and the main skin are all done. So I've got to do their clothes, armour and weapons, basically. Oh, and the eyeballs and the little things after that. But challenge-wise, you better hurry up, Tarron. I've done... so I've got 10 left, so I've done 19, as well as 55 for a commission, 24 for another commission, and my own 6 models in the time since then. So,
We're gonna go check on Tarron later on. Coming from Stratagem, it was fun. We got to meet some new people. There were some awesome tables there,
Yeah.
some great terrain.
It's good. Like, it's been a while since I've actually been to the shop. I haven't seen it since it was expanded. But yeah, it's looking really good.
And because we missed Tarron, he said he's going to be painting today with his challenge. Go and see how he's doing with his painting.
Oh my god.
No, I haven't done many.
All right, so
And take one.
all right, so I'm here at Tarron's workshop to actually find out how he's going with this challenge that Matt has thrown down for Dark Age.
Thanks, Matt.
I can see you've made some progress here. So
Oh, bloody oath, yeah. I've made a lot of progress compared to last time.
yeah, well,
But, progress as far as overall stuff, I'm kind of at the semi, like a quarter way through, I think, maybe.
All right. So what you picked the Skarrd Starter Box set.
Yeah.
So what actually comes in that? Just so as we know what's going on.
We've got this fella here is like their captain dude thing. You can get a shot of him later because he's probably out of focus.
So a unique leader.
That's like a
or?
character dude leader thing. I'm not sure where the cards are, to tell you the truth. I've been so focused on the bloody minis, I don't know where the cards are gone. But yeah, he's like the father or something, I think they call him.
Okay.
And then they've got these Buzzblade dudes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a female sculpt and then 2 male sculpts. They're very cool.
They actually look really good, don't
Yeah,
they?
oh,
they're
there's
gonna be great.
loads of detail on all of these ones. They're great. And then you've got 3 of these harpies. You can only see 2 of them there because of reasons. And important reasons, proper reasons. And then you've got the Warhead. I think he's called a Warhead.
Warhead, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He's like their heavy guy. But yeah, this is like, it's a plastic body, and then you've got to stick his head on and his arms, like one arm and his hand separately, sort of thing.
Wow.
And I'm like, so I had to pin his head, and yeah, using the little drill thing. I got big fat hands. It's no fun.
So I see you're customizing the bases a little bit.
Yeah,
What
yeah. When I saw the harpies are on there, like raised pillar things, you can see them there. They've got like a
Okay.
tumbled rubble brick wall sort of deal. And I've been trying for like a while to figure out a theme of some description. And then I thought, I'll just go with like a ruined city type of thing.
Yeah, why not?
So I've got this cork that I'm going to try and use as like a concrete slab sort of deal, and then those mosaic tile things that hopefully will paint up okay. Again, haven't had time to experiment with this, so I don't know how they're going to hold paint and all that sort of jazz. But I think once they're primed, they should be okay.
So you're actually going to paint over this colour. You just wanted it for the size of the
I just wanted it because it looked like a slab.
a slab. Okay.
It looks like a slab, and I've cut a couple of pieces off some of them. And if you like put them around a little bit, this is the big guy's base, so it's kind of gone rubble, ground, dirt. Ooh, look, some slabs or large pieces of concrete sort of thing that are left over from stuff. And hopefully I can meld that into this ruined building style of stuff.
So we've been talking about how some models are really easy to go together and some aren't. So from what you have, what you started with,
From my extensive expertise,
which ones, like percentage wise, which ones are good and which ones are bad percentage wise? How many models you got? 1, 2, 3, like what? 8
there's
models?
8. Yeah, there's 8 models. They all, I mean, technically they all went together fairly well. It's just their little tiny fiddly bits. So some of the little fiddly bits were more difficult than the others. I mean, this guy's got pretty small things, but once you glue his 2 arms on, he's fine.
Okay.
But this guy, so the arm and the club are separate, and I cut the club out fine, but when I went to put it on there, I was holding it a bit too tight, and it snapped.
It just came on.
It just snapped, and I'm like, oh my god.
He's got a hell of a lot of detail on
okay.
him, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, well,
so good.
I was holding the club, like it comes as the arm and the club, so I'm holding the club like in that sort of area and trying to fight, because there was plastic mold in between, like the little flashing stuff that you get in there.
Oh yeah.
And I was sort of like slicing that with a knife very, very carefully, but I was holding it too tight and it snapped.
Yeah, well.
And was it this one? I think it was this one.
So the third
I
harpy.
can't see them that close with my glasses
So
on.
they've got nice big tall wings, so they've probably
Yeah, this one here.
caused a bit of grief.
You see that little blob on her hand?
Yeah.
When I picked her up and went to do onto the hand actually fell off. And I had to try and glue the hand back onto the arm, and then glue the arm onto the shoulder. And the number of times I ended up with that hand glued to my finger is just, don't even start, because it's I will go Burko. It will happen.
May have to look at some tweezers or something, mate. You've got a few tools that you work
I've
with
got
here.
the
Oh, you've got
tweezers.
tweezers.
I've got tweezers, but you know, stuff still sticks to
Yeah,
tweezers.
I guess
that's the
that's
problem.
true.
Super glue sticks everything to everything, kids. Stay away.
It's doing its job.
And this stuff is really good.
Yeah.
This is really good. If you haven't got this Insta set stuff, boom.
Yeah, life saving. really, it's sanity saving actually. Yeah,
Oh,
very
yeah,
much so.
I would have given up otherwise.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, you hold a body like that, spritz it with that stuff, and then open the super glue, put a dab of super glue on the arm, and boop,
Whoop, straight in.
and you hold it for a second or two, and it's done.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh god.
Yeah, holding away. Yeah.
And if you move, it just completely ruins it. You've been there, you've done that.
Yeah,
haven't you?
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
cool.
good. Like you use that stuff, holds it in place. But if you let super glue dry, just put it down, let it dry for like half an hour, just give it a lot of time, and usually you're all right. But
Usually.
yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, that I've used that stuff on the bases as well. So I wanted to get them done fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So I've just literally sprayed the whole base with that, and then gone dab of super glue on each piece of stuff that I wanted to put on there, and then just gone. That was how I wanted it. That's how it's going to be, and it sets almost instantly. It's great.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
So
Okay.
yeah, I've been waiting for this stuff to dry. I've had it in the lounge with the heater on to try and get it to dry faster, and then I got to give them a spray of primer, and then I'm going to start painting them tonight, and hopefully I'll finish them off.
You've made some pretty good progress. Not too bad.